Joey's Matt Clark here, Tucson Padres left fielder slash first baseman. How's it going, Matt?
Pretty good. And yourself?
I'm good. It's kind of warm out here.
Yeah, definitely.
It's getting hot quick.
Yeah, it's been a lot nicer than when we started the season. It was about 30 degrees.
Yeah, well, you guys started in Colorado Springs. Talk about that a little bit. You guys put up a ton of runs. Is it like you're playing on the moon out there?
Actually, it made it kind of tough because sometimes the wind would blow out and sometimes the wind would like circle. But in Colorado Springs, you hit the ball good, it's going to go out regardless. But playing offense in that kind of cold and wind and everything is not fun at all. It makes it tough on your hands, and it makes it tough on the pitchers to throw strikes too.
Talk about playing the outfield, especially in a place like Colorado Springs, because you're new to the outfield. So how long have you been playing in the outfield? Because you were first baseman all year last year in San Antonio. So talk about how long you've been playing in the outfield and what is it like playing in Colorado Springs?
Yeah, they told me about a week and a half left in spring to get some work in out there, and I was like, all right. And before that, I was just playing first every day, and pretty much they just threw me in the fire and kind of just winging it right now. But playing Colorado Springs, I figured if I could play decent there, then I can play outfield decent anywhere, because out there the ball carries so much and the wind's blowing so hard that you just got to get a good route and hopefully just come down with it at some point. But,
yeah, that's got to be the biggest challenge.
Yeah, definitely. Just it doesn't matter how you look; it's just trying to catch it, just so that the runs don't score and the guys don't take the extra bases on you. That's the whole point of what you got to do.
Terry Kennedy had said that the challenge in Colorado Springs is making sure that you're doing all the little things. You're not making mistakes. You're not making errors. You're not giving runs away because it's so easy to score runs in that place. Is that something that you guys take with you, whether it's in Colorado Springs or in other parks as well?
Yeah, definitely. Especially in this league, the way the ball flies sometimes and the hitters is no lead is safe. You got to keep pouring on the runs, even though you may be up by 8 like we were at one time in Colorado Springs, and they just came back like blink of an eye, boom, tie game, and we didn't really know. We got kind of rattled right there because we weren't used to that. 8 runs, you usually kind of just coasted into the finish line, but at that point in time, we were just like, oh my gosh, we got to really make sure that we keep putting the runs on and don't give away at bats, and make sure you stay on them.
The transition to left field. Chase Headley is a guy who tried to make that transition a couple years back for the Padres and spent a short amount of time in left field from third base. And granted, you're still seeing the ball from the same side of the diamond. You're going from first base all the way to left field. Have you played left field at all? I mean, in high school or?
I actually experimented with it. I played about 10 games in winter ball this year in Mexico, and it actually wasn't too bad. It's just, I think it's more just getting the reps just like anywhere else. We've all playing the infield is hard enough as it is, and I've never really had a trouble with fly balls. I've been shagging balls my whole life with my dad and everything at the ballpark, and it's just being able to just get the live reads. So I'm out here every day working in BP, trying to make sure I get a good look and just ball flight and make sure that you come down with it every time.
Tell us a little bit about Matt Clark.
I just try and do what I can to get my at-bats and make sure I put a good swing on something, and maybe something good will happen.
Absolutely. Now, you're a Southern California guy, went to LSU. Is there a team that you watched growing up or a certain player that you said, man, I'd love to be that kind of guy?
I kind of took in everybody. I always tried to be a fan of and take in bits and pieces of a lot of guys rather than just focus on one player. I was always the guy that I like what this guy did, I like what this guy did, and I try and kind of make it my own rather than just focusing mostly on one guy. So.
Now, you're right-handed, but you hit left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that work? Was it a matter of your dad just knew, hey, we got to work on this, or?
Actually, I was left-handed until I was about 7 years old, and my dad wanted to kill me when I switched, being a pitcher that he was. But I always stuck with the left-handed swing. I don't know why. It just kind of worked out that way. But if I were to do it over again, I'd love to be a left-handed pitcher, but it didn't work out that way, and I just make the most of what I got right now.
No doubt. Thanks for your time, man.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.